Hi, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, boys and girls. How are you doing? I was on here yesterday. So, your girl is from Canada. She is in Ontario, which is in the major city, Toronto. I was just on here yesterday and I was telling you a bunch of stuff. See, time passes for me very fast. So, yesterday, I can't even remember what I was talking to you guys about yesterday. Because everything seems like it just keeps happening. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, boys and girls, today is the 14th, right? So yesterday, or let me talk about something different. So I got all my kids up here right now. All of them is here, right? Every single one. They're all here. All four is up here, right? Remember I told you all four of my kids had betrayed me? Yeah. See, they're all here, right? On Sunday, they all made it up here, right? When they all made it up here, ladies and gentlemen, I stayed right here in the brother's house, right? So, of course, naturally, they all had to come look for me, right? Next door, right? So they all came. All the kids. Even, the oldest that didn't want to come because she bust her uncle's ass. Yeah, even that one decided to come over here, right? Right, they all came, including my little sister. I call her Pumpkin because that's what so-called Mummy Dearest calls her, Pumpkin. Real name Cheyenne, by the way, right? So they all came over here. At first it was like the one that lives with her, not real dad, by the way, but her dad that the dad that she is named after, last name Peters, which would be Kerchief, but that's not her dad, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, right? Anyways, long story, but both of those masculines is aware of that, right? So I don't know, they must know what they're doing. Hey, because I'm pretty sure when I was going through my awakening, her dad was trying to threaten to see if he could blackmail me with that thing. Sucks for you, buddy. That couldn't work out. Hey, you couldn't even use it as a weapon. Because I already gave you guys a heads up. Don't even bother. Anyways, so they're all here talking to them, kiki, cluck, clucking, laughing with everybody and stuff like that. But I thought it was interesting because they're all here. That one that lives with the fake dad, she's pregnant. So I'll be having another grandkid. Yeah. And the last one, you already know, she has a son that I already gave you guys a heads up. Yes, I believe that's what I was telling you guys about yesterday, or maybe the day before, who knows, I don't remember. Anyways, so I had to give you guys a heads up early today because last night, see this little brother, he had the door wide open, apparently. Wide open. So the daughter that lives with Kerchief, right, she comes down in the basement and she says, why is the front door wide open? So I don't know this because I'm in the basement, right? I'm like, I don't know. I go, I don't know. She asks me where her brother is. I'm like, I don't know. And then she apparently left out, right? Anyways, I never left the basement until early grand rising, say 4 something in the morning or something like that is when I left the basement. Would be this morning, right? Around 4 something or something like that. 6, maybe 6. Anyways, when I walked up there, door wide open. Right? The door is wide open. So I was like, I did a laugh. And then because the main washroom, the powder room washroom that's right there on that floor, not working. But let me give you guys a heads up. That's just a tactic. Shh. Don't make me tell you though. Shh. Right? So that's a tactic for that washroom not to be used for, they need me to go all the way upstairs. You feel me? All the way upstairs. Anyways, I go upstairs and stuff like that to go use the washroom. And would you know it? The room to the back of the back of the house, wide open. Oh, you see my little brother. His room door, fully open at this time, wide open. And then when you go up the stairs, the washroom's in between these things, right? So remember, I already told you guys that they're the ops, the ones that's in the front and in the back and everything like that. I guess they're mad now because I know they're the ops. But really and truly, ladies and gentlemen, I've already known that they were the ops from a long time, right? FYI, heads up, I could even tell you all the rest that's on this block. See, where these houses are, it goes in like a circle like this. Right? You could come out one way or you could go in the next way. How these houses are set up. See, I know all the players down to their door numbers. So it's not just them that I'm telling you about. There's actually more. But I'm not going to expose them yet. What I'm going to do, though, is expose these two houses, right? So the house that I'm in is in 1954. Fairleigh Crescent. Pickering, where Pickering Town Center is. On Whites. Yep, in Liverpool. Yep. So that's where I am. 1954 Fairleigh Crescent, right? The next house, of course, because I told you they're attached, is 1952 Fairleigh Crescent. So when you come up here and you come and look at the place, you'll see the back house I'm telling you about. You'll see the ones on the side and you'll see the one right in front. Not to mention the other ones that I could tell you about, their door numbers and everything, right? See, everybody is pissed off right now just because I already told them that, the ops are on all angles of the house and stuff like that, trying to play smart. Right? This was already set up. A long time ago, all this was set up, ladies and gentlemen. They had to cut down the main tree in front, right? On the other side, so that they had a better visual of seeing the houses, right? See, this stuff has been going on, as I said before, you guys. They've been always watching me, right? So seeing that they have always been watching me. If you guys want to know how long, ever since I was born. So from I was born, they've been watching me, right? Anyways, that's the address of up here. 1954 and 1952 Fairleigh Crescent, Liverpool and Whites, where the Pickering Town Center Mall is. Those would be the stores on the outskirts, right? Anyways, I've already went outside, and as I said before, they've been bothering my ass even when I came up here and stuff like that. But I figured I need to tell you guys the address of up here, because see, everybody keeps playing games. So right now, when I woke up, as I said, the doors are wide open and stuff, right? So there's only a few explanations of why they're doing it. I'll give you all the explanations. For one, the little brother, see, he's trying to set up a stage to protect his ass. So remember, I told you he's a runner. He's a track star. Because he's a runner, he is a track star, right? So he knows that's not going to work for him, because I already said he's a runner, he's a track star, right? So he can't run. Not to mention he has the ankle bracelet on, so they'd be modern already. So he's being watched already, right? On top of that, all the black magic that they be doing over here and stuff like that. Remember I told you they don't want me to go in the garage and stuff? See, everybody's panicking because guess what? All the evidence is up here. Yeah, all the evidence is up here. So everybody's panicking, right? That's why there's explanation of leaving out of the house and stuff like that. And the ops don't want me to tell you guys that they're the ops that's on all sides. Not to mention they didn't want to make me tell you guys all the door numbers that's on this little circle. Glenanna. See, it's what? Glenanna and Field Light. And then you go to Fairleigh, right? Right? They don't want to tell you. So, of course, again, you guys got to find Waldo, right? Because they think that they're hiding me up here, right? Because remember, I told you guys, they took me off the street, right? And I haven't given you guys the address. So you guys don't know all the stuff that's going on. So, of course, as I was saying before, the brother is going to go with either trying to run, right? If he's not trying to run, he's trying to cover his ass, from the charges and him going to jail and stuff like that. And it could be him acting as if he's crazy, right? Because, told you, runner track star. So if he's crazy and shit like that, you already know they're going to want to send him into a psych ward, No chances that's happening, little brother. No chances that's happening. Oh yeah. And he's really a coward and weak, really, because when he was activating and shit like that, he was scared. He was talking about killing himself and shit. So you already know how this is gonna pan out. It's either him going to jail or he might kill himself or anything. I'm rooting for Jill though. I'm rooting for Jill. Right? So that would be another case. But let me give you the heads up on why the doors are like that in there. See, before they had the doors wide open and stuff like that, let me tell you what's going on. See, they've already been playing with black magic with the doors already. Shh. Don't make me tell you though. Yeah, the doors, they've been playing magic with the doors already, right? So it's a little black magic little spell that they put on where if you open the doors and close the doors, right, it has all to do with that. I'm not going to give you all in detail because I think they don't know that I'm aware of this so-called spell. Because I still be like slamming the door when I go up there and stuff like that. So I guess they figure it's gonna work. Eventually it's gonna work. But no, that's not the real thing that's going on. You know what was really funny? It's all to do with the spell they were trying to do on the 13th. Yes. Yesterday. Yeah, that one. See, I know about numbers and all these kind of things and how a lot of spell work and everything. So, of course, I'm bored, Solo here, solo dolo, doing everything solo here. So sometimes I gotta like entertain myself, contain myself in some form of entertainment. The trapment, as I taught you guys and taught you about the word entertainment, right? And maybe because I'm kind of intrigued too. So here what? So you see how I told you my kids would switch up on me? Okay, so it's not only my kids. It's not only my kids. Now the whole family's like that. I already told you guys already. They're just trying to kill me, period, right? But it ain't even about them. Guess who it really is about? Because this is where the intrigue is for me, right? The intrigue for me has to do with, you guessed it, their kids, right? Because their kids are activated. See, my sister, Kiara is her name, for the dread that's not supposed to be here in this country, by the way. Oh yeah, mommy, remember when you used my passport? Yeah. To bring that nigger back in the country? Yeah. Do you remember? When you used my passport, my little passport, to bring that nigger back? Remember those fraud shit y'all been doing? Come on now. When he got deported, just to bring him back. Do you remember when you went to Jamaica so you could bring him back up here with y'all ass? Yeah, remember. Anyways, yeah, dread that was trying to kill me. Kara Courtney, and Shine Pumpkin's dad. Yeah. Anyways, so the intriguing thing for me is like the kids that's activated, because the kids that's activated here, there's one that's not even 10 yet, there's another that's not even 5 yet, and then you see this little brother, his daughter too, they're all activated. It's so amazing to watch them. Like even when I know they're doing the spells and stuff, it's like I just sit here like this and just watch it play out, because I'm just looking at them like, damn, look at these little kids. See, I already knew about these kids before I even got up here. But because I'm so intrigued and curious to see like how they're gonna pull off the magic, you already know. I want to see them do it. Like, you feel me? Like, I really want to see them do it and how they're pulling it off. Cute though, cute glasses. These little kids. Yep. Oh, and the little one that I call Little Bit, she's the last one for my sister. Oh, she was the greatest. Yesterday, she said sacrifice about 3 times in the living room next door. And my big daughter is like, what did she say? I go, don't you know what she said? I go, say it again, meet them here. She's like, sacrifice. Now, remember I told you guys I try to compose, right? Because I don't want to laugh, because I already know they're activating. So I already know these kids are activated, right? Even Valentine's Day, like this brother over here, his daughter, the amount of times she tried to give me candy on Valentine's Day, it was amazing. Oh, by the way, this brother over here doesn't even celebrate Valentine's Day. Yeah, but I say cute, because you're like mini dominions. Mini dominions. So I be sitting there and I'm like, oh, they're so cute. See, Little Bit's my favorite right now. Like, you know, she is not the youngest. My brother's daughter is younger, just a little bit by months, technically, right? But Little Bit for my sister, she's my favorite right now. With the spells and shit, she was doing spells and shit before that. When I lived at 3330, she was already doing the spells on my walls. Shh. Shh. Don't say nothing though. Don't say nothing. You feel me? I know I'm not supposed to laugh, but as I said, I gotta laugh. I gotta entertain myself because sometimes I get bored, you know? You got nothing else to do. I want to start on the words, like my words and stuff like that, but it's like I'm waiting to see what other entertainment everybody got from me up here, right? So again, you guys gotta find Waldo, right? Waldo's at 1952 and 1954 Fairley Crescent in Pickering. You could come off at White's or you could come off at Brock to get to me. I'm on Liverpool and Glen Anna, then you turn to on Field Light, and then don't worry, y'all know what GPS is like. Just punch in the address. 1952 Fairley Crescent and 1954 Fairley Crescent. L1V2 Victor 5, I believe, or 6. No, 6 to 6. Yeah. Easy to find. So yeah, because I figured they're trying to hide me now because I guess they think I'm hidden, the way how they came and got me on that cold winter day, you know, my son and thing. Remember I told you it was judgment and everything, and I'm just sitting back. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, everybody must know. They all must know what they're doing, you know, get me to come up here. Get me to come up here acting as if they want to help. See, everybody's really quiet, pins and, like, as I said, pins and needle, very quiet while I go back and forth next door. Yesterday I was being nice because I knew what day it was and I knew that it was a good day for, you know, them pulling off the magic. I just wanted to see who was gonna, like, what kind of effort of everybody pulling it off, you know, mommy. Cachet. Prit, so disappointed in you. Prit, so disappointed in you, man. So disappointed. So I went over there real early yesterday. You know, that's how bored I was. I was so intrigued on what they were gonna do. So I went over there real early in the morning. Like, I got there like 8. That's how early. They weren't even, what, see, Little Bit? She said I woke her up out of her sleep when I knocked the door to come over here. Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, and there's this thing with a knife. Like, I don't know what's up with that, but remember I told you guys about Acres? Yeah. Remember I told you guys how Acres and that girl Pepper was trying to stab me with a knife? Well, it was like a kitchen knife, right? It looks like a kitchen knife, a little stupid kitchen knife. She also tried to set me up in the lobby one time, and I was like, isn't that your knife over there? She's like way in the corner where you can't see her on the camera. And then the knife was on the floor with a few of the rest of the buckets that was in the lobby. And I was like, oh, you left your knife over there, right? And she's like, oh, could you get it for me? Right, that would be the next knife. So Prit, heads up, I need telling me to help and make sure it gets done for my grandson. I really feel bad for my grandson because I really like my grandson. He's so cute. See, my grandson ain't like them. Right? Anyways, yeah, so I feel like they are trying to pull off a thing with a knife and stuff like that. I guess they just haven't figured out how they're gonna do it. FYI, if y'all incriminate me with a kitchen utensil, you're gonna have to do better than that. Remember, I actually have a knife if I'm supposed to use one. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, let me get it so you guys could see, just in case they're trying to like implement me with anything. If they're gonna do it, they'd have to do it with this knife. Because if I'm gonna be doing something with a knife, it would probably be this knife. But see, the thing is, I don't walk with any knife. One sec. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Do you see it? It is a gold knife, right? The first time anybody's seen it, I got it in the flea market. See, it fits in my hand. It even fits if I open it in my hand. It's legal, by the way. But I actually don't walk with this knife. The last time I walked with this knife, oh yeah, friend Teresa, when she was trying to set me up with one of her ex-men. She's forever trying to set me up with her ex-man. You know, that was very entertaining. You and all those agents, amazing in that park. Amazing in the park, by the way. When I lived at 3330 in the back where that park is, the trail. So see, she said one of her mandem that she was dating at the time. Because see, I only know these people through my friends. I keep telling you guys, I don't go anywhere unless they bring me places. Right? This is how I know these people. Right? What do we call him? Pretty Eye. I can't even tell you what his real name is. Irrelevant. Anyways, so at the time I had like blonde, like platinum kind of hair in my hair. And I also told this girl, Teresa, at the time. This is at 33. So for the agents, you know, that spread all through that park back there. If y'all thought I never knew, you're all agents back there. Yes, I did. Even when I sat down at that bench and waited for that nigger to come, you know, with the two of you agents, the girl and the boy that was sitting there at the where the bench was, and I would have to pass you. I didn't pass you guys because I knew I should sit there and wait for whoever she's sending to me. Right? At the time when she was sending him to me, I had this knife on me. Right? So he was aware of this knife. So when coming out of the trail and everything, because they're like, we have gotten the target. This is how I look at the agents. I think they're very weird. Anyways, so you could come off the trail and get to my house, but I didn't want to do that. See, because her so-called man, all of a sudden, he just lives up there, up the street, apparently. Right? So he's like, oh, you want to come with me? I'm like, sure, not a problem. Let's go. Yo, see that day that I went and see them? Boy, were all the agents outside. The cops, the ones that look like cops, the agents, everybody was crazy. They even have the drones flying over my head that day. The drones, not to mention those African looking robot people. Yeah, all that shit was amazing. I just thought, wow. I thought, wow, all for me. That's what I thought that day, right? But that was a day, it was like supposed to be a full setup, you feel me? Like a full setup. But it wasn't able to set up because, you know, her friend was desperate for a number. I gave him the number. One agent said, do you know anything about weed and everything like that? Trying to hide, you know, Teresa them because they were in the plaza, hiding in the car. All you guys that work with the ops, yo, know what you're doing. Right? Remember when the agent had to come and talk to me and say, oh, what do you know about the weed stuff? And I was telling you, I don't know nothing about weed because I don't even smoke. So you can't be asking me or telling me, oh, you know, because some robbery was going on. You guys all was playing into, you know, Cache, my daughter. All you guys were playing into the shit. Right? Everybody's playing into the shit, right? Teresa and her kids are hiding in the car on the plaza. They're trying to block, and I'm just sitting there trying not to laugh. Drone over my head. This nigger's son is like yamming his food, making him look like a fool out there. And I'm just sitting there like, wow. And then I showed him this knife, right? But here's the thing. See, when I showed him this knife, see, this would be my knife. If I'm supposed to walk with one, it would be this knife, ladies and gentlemen. This one, see, it's gold. It's pretty to me, pretty, right? This would be the knife. So if this has ever get fingerprints on it, you already know. Right? But it doesn't go anywhere with me. I don't take it outside. That was the last time I ever took it outside, right? Hence why when the police saw me and they're they're searching me and everything, I never had a weapon on me because, as I said, I don't walk with anything. Why I walked with this at the time was when I was walking through that path, people kept jumping out of the bush. So I was like, all right, if somebody's gonna, so what I did, I had this knife that time when I was in the park, right? But when I had this knife, I didn't just have this knife, ladies and gentlemen. I also had a whistle and I also had mace, right? My son asked me one time, he's like, why do you have all these things? I said, they're all precautional measures, right? Is what I told him at the time. I said, the first precautional measure would be my whistle. I'm alerting everybody around me if somebody tries to attack me in this park, right? As I said, people be jumping on the bushes and shit when I was there. So I'm wondering, okay, y'all is on some shit, right? So that would have been the first thing I would have did. I would have whistled. See, I'm trying to be nice here. I keep telling you guys, I'm just trying to be nice, right? I also told my son that if the whistle didn't work, then I'd mace your ass, right? First time anyways I ever bought mace, just to show you guys I don't even walk with any shit, right? Right? Then I had mace. And then the last thing I told him was, and if it gets down and dirty, if I gotta pop off, then just know I gave you fair warning. Right? 2 ways before I even have to pull off this, right? So they're cautious. As I said before, when I was in the park, they were trying to kidnap me in the park one time and everything. They thought they were so subtle, but they weren't. Trying to kidnap me in the park. They thought they were subtle, but they weren't, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my nose is running. Anyways, right? So, as I said, the little kids been activated, by the way. As I said, they entertain me a lot. Like, I even try to see what Little Bit's gonna do today. What is she gonna do today? It's a kid's show and it goes, what shall we do today? What shall we do today? What shall we do today? What shall we do? That's all I can remember about the song. But that's what plays in my head when I'm thinking to go over there just to see what everybody's doing. Oh, by the way, I was invited here by my son and stuff like that, but I'm technically not really invited. For if I was really invited, they wouldn't be doing all this magic that they're doing on me. You feel me? But I allow them. I guess they think that what they're doing is working. And as I said, all the ops that's outside now, I guess they're pissed at me and everything like that. And I guess they think the black magic that they're doing with opening and closing the door stuff is going to work on me. Shh. But I'll leave them alone. They could do everything. Oh, by the way, when I post these things, when it's like uploading and shit like that, there's always somebody able to view it before it's fully actually uploaded. Could you believe that? That's how much they're monitoring my videos. Yeah. See, I've tested out because as soon as it says check, it's uploaded, I immediately try to watch the video myself, but I can't. Because there's already a view it's been watched. And I'm like, what? Right? So they're trying to figure out what they think I should be able to put out from what I shouldn't put out, right? As I said, the last time I tried to put out that crime one that was exposing everybody way before, remember I told you that video was not even able to upload. They blocked that immediately. There was no uploading that one. Right? So I guess we're gonna see if they are going to say block, if they're going to block actually this one, because I'm giving you the address so you guys know exactly where I am again. So guess what it is? You guys got to come find Waldo again, because yeah, you see the black magic and stuff, they need things from me and stuff like that. Boy, I be seeing shit that when I lived in Brooklyn. Do you know how young my kids are? That shit like that would be up here. And I know they shouldn't be up here at all. And I be seeing them. I be seeing stuff from Chalk Farm. I be seeing shit and I'm wondering what the fuck are they doing up here? right? But see, because I know how magic works and they need to have all these things to actually work it, for everything that you touch and play with and stuff like that has your energy on it, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know, right? So they got to do that stuff, right? They got to do that. Like, they need your stuff to do that stuff, right? So as I said, my family doesn't work on their own. That's why we got church people terrorizing my soul, right? That's why they can actually do the magic too, because they work as a unison. Remember I told you they're all cults, including my family that works with them. They work with the cults, right? So this is how they're doing it, right? See, while I'm up here, everything looks identical to, say, things that I've had in my house. So if I have a Swiffer in my house at 3330, guess what? There's a Swiffer in this house. There's a Swiffer in that house. Yeah. Remember, I'm a full fan of glasses. So, of course, the whole family acts like they're into glasses and stuff like that. The best is when they're using the glasses to do the magic on. What? That crazy. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff they're doing to do magic in there, as for instance, my mom watches these twins online all day, every day in her room. But we all know why you're watching the twins online, because that helps with the spell of the twin of my masculine. Shh. Shh. Don't tell nobody though. Right? So all these spells has to work and stuff like that, and this is how they're doing it. And as I said, it has to be everything down to detail. Like, so if I have a certain comb at my house, they have those combs here too. See, if I use a certain hair product, they all have the hair products too. You see, if I have like elastics, anything like that, everybody's got it in both houses. It's interesting. So you see the room that I was doing the videos in that has a desk and shit over there? Of course, over here, got it too. See, it's like both houses have to look kind of identical, but this one is more cleaner, and the one my mom is in is more of the hoarder one, because she has everybody's shit in there. You feel me? Because see, my mom is doing magic even on the rest of them in there. Even though they think they're helping with the magic, but what they don't understand is she's also doing magic on their ass too. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name Wiseoneteach. You could call me Teach, or you could call me T. Now come find Waldo. Again. Bye.